This is LTV.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by DeCarolis Insurance Agency Incorporated, DeCarolisinsuranceagency.com, and by Enterprise Bank. Enterprise Bank creates success. EnterpriseBanking.com.
Hello and welcome to Inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarella, Mayor of the city, and yeah, look at us today. In air conditioning.
Yeah.
Huh, Scott? Look at it. We're style in here.
Well, it's 100 degrees.
It's 100 degrees. So we've got to have the AC on, and we've got our ties on and our business attire and ready to do business. Anyway, we do this every Thursday night. Occasionally we drift away. We'll do a special event, and we'll do it on scene. Like we did the Relay for Life. We did a couple events and we changed hours, and we do the Santa, which is only 6 months away. But other than that, we meet every Monday. No, I do my morning briefings from Monday to Friday, and we do them at 9 o'clock most of the time. And the show here we do on Thursdays at 4 to 5 o'clock, and then sometimes, as I said, we drift off. And speaking of drifting off, our buddy's out there, boy, he's been busy planting flowers and dishes. And anyway, it's time for the Art Report. Art, fill us in on what's going on.
Well, first off, I got to hats off to anybody working outside.
It is hot.
Oh, and inside behind the grill. Or I went and got the mail today, and I couldn't believe the heat coming off the street. And there are folks out there that have to do it, and I want to thank them. Police, fire, you know, it's part of the job, and we're thankful to have them. But not only do they have to deal with some idiots sometimes, they got to deal with the weather as well. Sometimes that can be worse.
You ain't kidding out there.
But other than that, all of the above. I never realized housekeeping, yard keeping, food keeping, bill keeping. Thank God I don't have any bills, but just, it's amazing. I think I never took advantage of my wife, God bless her soul, but I never really realized the impact of having to do what she did, and it's not as good as I'm sure that she did.
Nope.
But you know, every time I look at the laundry, I say, I thought I did that yesterday. You know, it's one thing after the other, but we'll get through it. I'm not the only one that's going through it. But the city looks great. Downtown's coming along nice.
Yep.
And you know, it's funny, if you look at different angles of property, like my house, if I come up the backside and I look out towards the hill up on behind me or straight ahead, my yard looks bigger. And I can't help but notice that some photos, and depending on where you are downtown in your car, the new square center there looks much bigger now.
You know what? I got
the renovation.
I agree 100%. And it's more usable space now.
Yeah.
More productive.
And it's very nice. It's very nice.
Yep.
And I think it was a good idea. It opened it up, and it keeps people aware of what's going on, and it's comforting, and it's all of the above, and I think it's great. Good. And it's going to be nice, too, for big events, be it a parade or all the festivals we have downtown.
Or even a little event.
There's more space to move.
I mean, even little events. You know, a little pop-up event, an art show or something. I'm just getting messages here that the concert is canceled for tonight over at Carter Park. It was supposed to be Gale Country or Gale County. And,
well, that's understandable.
Yeah, they're worried about the thunderstorms and having all those people under the trees down there and lightning. And I was in New Hampshire yesterday, and we didn't get much around here, just a few raindrops and some lightning. But They really got hammered up there. It hit hard.
Really?
Yeah, I left all the, I left my, I don't know, it was hot, so I left all my windows open in my truck. And when I came back, it looked like when little kids come into the kitchen or to the breezeway in the winter, when they have like 4 feet of snow on them, and then the snow melts in those little trays. Well, that's what the inside of my truck looked like. It's just soaked. They got hit hard. So tonight we could possibly get some of that. I think they're saying around 7 o'clock or something. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I go out and I make sure I got anything that's loose that'll get picked up with the strong wind and move it away from the windows, etc.
Yeah, they're
put
saying
something on it heavier.
now they're saying maybe around 5:30, but they're just little pop-ups is what it looks like. But some of them could be isolated and potential for severe thunderstorms. So it's one of those. It looks like it's coming towards us from say North Adams. Then it gets to us and it hits the mountains and it drifts off towards Worcester. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
But you never know. You got to be. Not laughing, but I was saying to myself, the breaking news this morning all over was the fact that Texas is going to get hit with a storm, could get 10 inches of rain. And I said, 10 inches? We did that in 4 hours, 10 inches.
Yes. Yep.
Amazing.
Yep. And you know, go ahead.
No, it's amazing that you don't think about. You think about a foot of snow, but you don't think about over a foot of rain.
I know, and it adds up to the same. It adds up to the same, and I have a shout out here to my number one future grandson. Whom it's funny I mentioned grandson, and you think of a toddler. Well, he's 6'1", 205, runs a 440. And they had their first football practice the other day. And he made honor roll last quarter.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's also a junior now in high school.
Wow, that's amazing. Good for him.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And he's a good kid. Good.
I'll tell you, he fell off the tree with my daughter and son-in-law. He's not only does he get a lot of A's and a couple of B's, but the comment section brings a tear to my eye. Very teachable, extremely polite, stuff like that makes you smile. And I think that's a wonderful trait that my daughter has. She's good with children, always has been. And she was brought up the right way, too.
Just like Rita.
Absolutely. Even the cooking aspect of it. I just finished off some of the pasta stuff she made for her daddy. Having said that, I've got to go shut the water off and get ready for the rain.
All right. Hang in there.
Thank you.
Talk to you later. That was Art from the Art Report. Meets us every single week. We're at 978-534-1626. And we try to push a lot in here, a lot of information that you're going to want to know about. The newspaper does a good job. They just don't have the reporters anymore. And, some of the news you get, it's 2 or 3 days old, but they cover a lot of local stories. They covered the French-Canadian Festival. And our next guest is going to be talking about that. They carry graduations. I mean, they really work hard with a small staff of people. But so we really have to count on like this show and my morning briefings and Facebook and, pushing out the information that once we would give to the press would call us about and write stories on. They just don't have that ability anymore. So we're just kind of filling in here, and we try to make it fun and add a little bit of entertainment. And then we do what's poppin' we're going to do this afternoon. But let me just tell you, the more I'm into this, music, for instance, a lot of the old stuff is back. But the other generations aren't getting credit for it. So it should be when some of these terms are used, they should be saying this goes back to baby boomers or, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm here. I'm here to decipher and to figure out what's original from Generation Z and what is a replication. How come I'm on Leominster.tv, right? Mm-hmm. And I usually click on it and I get Leominster.tv. But today I'm not getting it.
Are you on our Wi-Fi?
I don't know what I'm on. Hang on. Let's see. Let me figure this out. So I should go to Wi-Fi first?
Yep.
Is there a password? LTV guest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on it. So now I'm trying to share this. I'm trying to share the show. So I'm going to, is it because it's,
Are you going to the Facebook or are you going to the website?
I'm going to Leominster.tv. Is it on?
Yeah.
All right. So what am I doing wrong?
You usually share it through the Facebook.
Right, and I can't get it. Yeah, you want to try it? Hey, it's on. All right, we're going to take a short break. We're coming back because we're going to talk to you about the French-Canadian Festival that's coming up. Joe Bolton's my guest, and it's 3 to 7 on Saturday. And we got all kinds of cool stuff to tell you. He's really done a good job. This is a really unique festival, and he has tried to make it as unique but as strategic in terms of aiming this at the French-Canadian members of our community and beyond. So we're taking a short break, 978-534-1626. All right, let's get him some watermelon here. Here you go. Who wants watermelon? We're at the summer stroll. We cut watermelon. We cut watermelon every year. And if you can believe it, there's actually a few people that don't like watermelon. Of course you want one, Susan. Susan and I went to school all the way from kindergarten. Imagine that.
Kindergarten to graduation.
Imagine that. A long time. Now we're cutting a watermelon for her. And, no, it's fun. I mean, there's a lot of people here. I haven't had a chance to walk around yet, but there's a lot of people who had a beautiful day, right? Like a gorgeous day. Yeah, everybody, the little kids been on the splash pad, so they got their hair all wet, so it's been fun. And we return here at Inside Leominster, 978-534-1626. And this stroll was fun. It was really good. I got so caught up in cutting watermelons. We did about 28 or 29. And it got so caught up in them that Tara and I didn't really get a chance to walk around much. So seeing this video here that you did really is a lot of people. And well done. Everybody had something to do. And I continue to say, there is no other fair around. I don't care where you go. All those rides that you saw, the kids on those animals that were like those battery operated, pets and animals, free. All the jumpy houses, free. Golf, free. Pony rides, free. There are no other festivals. That's how we do it for every festival. There are some things that you have to pay for, and so you saw some of the food trucks there. And the food trucks are set up. Yeah, you do have to pay for those things. And we had Sterling Street Brewery there. You have to pay for that. But there is no other fair like it. And but we had a great the entire downtown was shut off. The entire downtown. And we had things going on. We had a car show with over 60, 65 cars. My trophy went to the, did you get the chance to walk through it all, Joe?
No,
No?
unfortunately I had to
It's
work.
okay. So the winner was in 1966, and it was so, I had to get back. I just didn't even get a chance to get a picture with the poor guy. His name was Chuck. 1966 Chevy Nova station wagon. How's that?
That's a classic.
That's classic in mint
classic.
shape. So he got the trophy, and no, it was really just a wonderful day, and a whole lot goes into it. And Melissa and Michelle and Diana and everybody from the Economic Development Department worked so hard. But you know, the sponsors that pay for this, the vendors that show up, and most importantly, you. And there was just a ton. I don't even know. We'll estimate based on the drone footage that we saw, but it's always a great event. So thank you for everybody that helps to support this, and DPW and police. You're literally blocking off the entire downtown. A lot of logistics that go along with it, so you need everybody's help. DPW, there's cleanup, there's just a whole lot going on. What's going on there?
We're just fixing.
You're rearranging, are you?
We're just fixing.
And Joe Bolton's here. You look
Yes.
very official today, Joe.
I am. And I've
Do you
got
have an
my-
official hat on
I've
there?
got my Montreal Alouettes hat on. I've
Alouette.
got my blue Quebec
Look at
Quebecois
you.
shirt.
Very
And
GQ, very stylish.
I'm very ready to go. We are ready to
Now,
go.
how
for
long
a
ago
big
did we
festival.
first talk about this?
We talked. It was actually in August.
August of last year.
August of last year. I remember walking
My goodness.
into your office,
And I said, no, Joe, please, no, don't. No, that's not what I said.
Well, I think it kind of started out as we all know that Leominster is the city that loves to celebrate, and
Yeah.
we have festivals all year round.
Well, that's what you said. You said, you know, I've seen everything else you guys are doing. I'd like to get in on some of that fun. And I said, fun?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
It's
It
a lot
is.
of work, but it is going to be a lot of fun. And
Well,
so
you
to start
started
with
off
little
writing a
idea-
book.
Yes, I did.
Right. That's
I
how
did.
you really started
That's
this
really
thing
how I
off.
started. I started.
And then you
with-
saw how much fun we're having.
Yes, I start off with a book, and yes, I'm writing a book of French Canadian folk tales based on my Quebec and Native American ancestors from Quebec. I created this whole folklore world, and it was a great project. And I think we wanted to talk about showing some of the art to celebrate French Canadian culture. But you mentioned, well, why stop there? Let's have a festival. And I said, okay.
Exit, stage right.
Yes, he said pick a day, and we
Alouette.
did.
Yeah.
And we did, and so it started off with I approached the Leominster Cultural Council.
Yeah.
Luann Longenecker was a big supporter, and they provided a seed money grant for us to get started. And when that came in January, myself and a small group of people who have been helping, we've been scrambling to put this together.
Yeah.
But also, I had a lot of great support from the city of Leominster.
Is that blinking because we have a phone call, or will we win something? One what? One call, 1 minute, one line one? What is
We
it?
got a caller.
You got a call. Caller, welcome to the show.
Hey, Dean, it's Jane.
Who is it?
Jane.
Jane.
Jane, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm calling in. The show showed up on my YouTube. I figured I'd give you guys a call and let you know I'm doing great.
Wow, good for you. So you did okay, right?
I did.
I was
did,
worried about
yeah.
you. I didn't hear anything.
I know.
And I know you don't like to take time off, so I was actually thinking I was going to walk in here and find you here today.
No, everything went well.
Oh,
3
good.
hours. And I'm in a little pain, but they're treating me very well here.
Wow, Jane, you've been through a
Yeah.
lot. I tell you.
I have,
And you
yeah.
come to work, and you still keep your spirits up. And
Yep, I'm trying, you know.
we all wish we could. So Jane had some health issues, but
Yeah.
came to work all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
and only missed just a few days that you missed it all. And
Yeah.
it wasn't just that, but you had loss in your family, and your brother who you care for had some health issues.
Yeah.
And when they,
Yeah.
it was like the September 11th rainstorm in Leominster. When it rains, it pours, right?
Yeah, lost both my parents last year, and then Paul was in the hospital in April, and now I'm here. But yeah, surgery went great, 3 hours, record time, and I got a braised beef pot roast for lunch. So
Come
that's
on,
nice.
already?
Yeah.
Wow. They're spoiling you up there.
Yeah, no, I'll be here for like 3 days.
Oh,
but,
wow.
Everything went well, and I've got somebody at home that's going to be staying with me to help me out.
Wow, good for Jane, huh?
I missed you guys already. I just wanted to call into the show
See?
and say hello.
She
I'm
sounds
doing great.
If sounding good means anything, you sound good.
Thank you.
I thought you were in,
Yeah.
I thought you were in Morocco or something. But I remember
No,
that.
not quite.
No, I remember that you said that you were having this. I did remember. I really did.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
good.
Yeah, and they got to get me up and walk me around now, so
I
I
know
just wanted to say hi.
it's hard when they have to come around and you're like, okay, you got to get out of bed. You got to walk it. And then they keep you up all night, and all you want to do is like, can I just sleep? That's all I want to do is sleep.
They came in every 2 hours to poke me with this,
Yeah.
check my blood pressure or whatever. I'm like, okay, I just want to sleep. So,
Well, they gotta, yeah. And then they tell you, you need some rest.
yeah.
I'm trying to get rest. You keep waking me up.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Well, thank the staff for us.
Hi to everybody.
All right.
You guys already, so
Jane's-
I just
Jane's-
wanted to say hello.
Good. I'm glad Jane's doing all right. All right, Jane.
All right, talk to you later.
See you next Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's amazing. Some people, it is, they say it's mind over matter. It really is your attitude in a lot of cases. I mean, sometimes there's nothing you can do, but
Sure.
this lady's been through a lot. I mean, a lot. And yet, she still manages to pop a smile and forge
Always
forward.
positive.
I don't know if I could. I got to tell you, walking around with a port, you know what I mean? That's tough stuff. Oh, good. We're glad. We'll have to do something for Jane when she gets back. What's her favorite food? We'll have to figure out what her favorite, what's poppin' food is. We'll have to find out. We'll make it a generational thing. All right? Mia, you're in charge. I'm in charge of expenses. You guys are in charge of the welcome back Jane party. Okay? Who are you pointing to?
Do you want what's poppin' now?
No. No, see, they don't listen. They don't hear me. What kind of a facility do we have here? It's like a multi-zillion dollar, and they look at me as if they can't hear me. Are you guys playing bingo or some game online or something? That's what they're doing. You better check them, Scott. I think they're playing like online gambling. What is it called? What's the online stuff called?
Jumbo?
No, the other one is you gamble and stuff online there. I forget what it's called. I get a text every 10 seconds. Anyway.
So we have a great festival plan, and
Give the date because this thing repeats
Saturday.
itself, and they
It's
might see it
Saturday,
next week.
June 22nd.
Yeah.
We made it as close as we could to Saint Jean the Baptiste Day, which is the national holiday of Quebec.
That's like a big day out there, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And but I certainly could never have done this by myself, and I had a lot of help. I mean, you've been a very big supporter, and Leominster Cultural Council, Mr. Poirier, the Leominster Police Department.
Yeah, Michelle's been helping.
And Michelle
she's
Nodo,
like your
Nodo,
ace
yes.
connection over there.
Yes, she has. It really has, and I can feel the whole power of the city of Leominster behind me as we kind of march on to this. And
I'd be remiss if I didn't say that Bishop Riley passed away.
yes.
And he was like, when I first got here, he was like everywhere. I mean, a real likable person. He was the bishop for Worcester County Diocese, and just what a nice man. Every time I saw him, it was a nice experience. He was a good man and a good bishop, and
Sure.
did a good
Absolutely.
job.
I met him.
He was like 90-something, 94 maybe.
Yes, he was a wonderful man. I had a chance to meet him
Yeah,
once.
just a good guy.
Yes.
And he's good. So anyway, so in celebration of so this is going to be coming up on Saturday. This coming Saturday.
Yes.
And it is the 22nd.
All the helpers will be wearing this shirt.
Oh, that fits me.
Well, actually,
No?
we have one special for you.
What does it say?
On the front.
Le Papillon? What does it say?
On the front, it says,
It
there,
says-
says Leominster French-Canadian Festival. And you can see we have Featherstone right there holding the Acadian and Quebec
look at
flag.
that.
And then on the back, in French, the mayor of the city of Leominster.
Wow.
So this is
Thank
for
you. Wow,
So
look at
now-
that.
so you're all
Scott
set.
doesn't have one of these.
No.
Right, Scott?
And we have a few others for people who have supported us.
Nice and
as
light
sponsors
too,
for it.
Scott. Nice shirts. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Now, let's get to the weather, because people watching the weather the last couple of days, everybody's getting antsy, and you're just going to go forward. You're like,
We're going to
okay,
go forward.
let it rip.
It's very hard to coordinate
Yep.
because we have 14 vendors. We have the government of Quebec is actually
Imagine
going to set
that
up
the government's is coming out here.
the government of Quebec. And
Anything special I should know before the prime minister gets here or something?
No. But they're going to be giving out flags, Quebec flags.
Wow.
Anyone who wants the flags.
I do.
We also have a company called Omnikin coming down from Montreal that's going to introduce us to a new sport called kinball, which you play it's like volleyball, except you play with a 4-foot inflated
Are they
ball.
bringing the ball?
They're bringing the ball.
That is so cool.
They're bringing the ball.
That's just worth coming for. Bring the kids.
Bring the kids for
They
that.
bounce this thing around like volleyball.
It's like
That's
that.
gotta
You
be
play
cool.
in a team. It's
And
a
it's
team
4 feet.
sport. Yeah. So you as a team of 4, you kind of get down on your knee. Three of you hold the ball up, and one of you put your arms like this, and you bat it like a
you bat
baseball.
it?
You bat it with your arm.
Yeah.
So I've never played it, but it looks great. So they're coming all the way down
From Quebec.
from Montreal, to introduce us to this game. And we have some French Canadian societies will come down to help you do your own family research. We have a bookseller, an author who wrote an outstanding novel of about French Canadian life. She's going to be down here to do readings, and we've got musicians. I can't forget
You
to
got to
mention
have
that.
it. Music and food.
We have Josie Vachon, which
Yeah.
is a big.
I think she's played
plus
at the
for us.
library. Has she played?
I think she has.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
has played
yeah.
here before, and we've got a Cajun band, Magnolia, coming down. So it's going to be really toe-tapping music. And yes, there is a concern about the weather, but we do have a tent is going to be set up
Nice.
right in front of the musicians. So in case we do get some rain,
Yep.
there'll be a place to sit underneath
I
and watch
don't panic about the rain at all. Actually, after this weather, it's actually going to feel good if
We're
it
New
rains.
Englanders. We're New Englanders. We're used to weather.
So let it rip, right?
So, yes.
Well, perfect, because people go to the 4 o'clock mass over there at St. Cecilia's.
Yes.
And when they get out, they can walk right over.
And you walk right out.
Captive
There'll
audience.
be food available, and you go right in there. I had them announce at Mass, bring your lawn chairs. So that goes for everybody else. If you want to, I recommend that you bring your lawn chairs so you can sit under that tent and listen to this great music.
Yeah, we don't have any
and then playing all
chairs
day.
or seats that we have, right?
No, I'm afraid
Yeah.
we don't. Not this time. Not this time. And so there's going to be a lot to do, and we're going to be occupying that whole park. The upper level will be music. We have Tavern 13 going to be serving alcohol up in a specialized area over there. We have food vendors. We have ice cream. We have desserts are going to be sold. We're even going to have fried dough shaped as a beaver tail.
Wow.
That's something they sell in Quebec. They call it beaver tail. That's what they call it in Quebec. So sell it there. And we even have the Métis, which is a French-Canadian Native American organization in Maine.
Wow, this is
They're
authentic.
actually coming down. So they're all coming down. So there's a lot of people who are French-Canadian ancestry. And that includes myself, who have a few Native American ancestors up in Quebec. So if you've always heard those stories about, well, we had that ancestor, or my great-grandmother or grandfather, well, now you can talk to them, and they'll be able to help guide you to find that ancestry. So
how cool is
this
that?
is meant to be a real cultural experience celebrating the French-Canadian culture. And so
It's
there's gonna be a
amazing you
lot
hooked
to
up
do.
with all these people.
It is, and we did it in such a short time.
Yeah.
And and we never would have done it without our sponsors also. And on this chart right here, I think maybe on the camera, but we've got, I want to mention some of our sponsors.
Duran.
No, well, that's Duran. That's Joel Baker. made a
Down
donation.
at Main Street Motors.
Yes, he
Duran
did.
is in the back there, the truck
Yes,
dealers.
yes.
I was just kidding, Duran.
I still
Duran.
call it Baker Cadillac.
Yeah, but it's Duran. When you
Duran.
get back there, you'll see the sign. It says
Yes.
Duran. And
Yep. So they made a donation.
Nice people back there.
Of course, Leominster Cultural Council, Leominster Credit Union. But I really must make a big shout out for Steve Boucher.
Yeah, Steve Boucher from Boucher Construction.
Boucher Construction.
And Northeast Materials, both companies.
Yes. He made a outstanding donation, and in fact, both music rooms, Josie Fashion and Magnolia, are totally sponsored by Steve Boucher and his
that's
companies.
really nice. And nobody knows French culture better than Steve, his mother, and his dad. I mean, you can't find. They're the real things.
Yes.
His dad passed, but his mother's still around.
Yes, and
they're the real thing. The real thing.
I talked to him on the phone, and he said, "Joe, what do you need to do this?" And I mentioned it to him, and he says, "You got it." And he really made it happen. So he may be at the festival. I have one of those shirts for him as well, and I will give it to him. I also want to mention Claire Freda, the counselor at large. She was also very encouraging to me early on. You know, she had reached out. When I had mentioned to the council, she reached back to me and says, "I think this is an outstanding idea." So I had a lot of help. This is a real community
Now
effort.
show up. This is, he needs this to show up, even if it's, half hour or whatever, because this springboards to next year, because he wants to make this an annual event.
Absolutely,
And, we have the Italian festival. We have the Spanish festival downtown. We're going to I think we're going to move that to another night. Like it was on the weekday during work hours, so like 3 in the afternoon. I think we're going to move it to like a Friday night. Once the park is done, move to a Friday night and do it as a night event, 3 to 7, right down at the corner of Mechanic and Laurel Street, right next to St. Cecilia's. It was the old Bob Charmette house. And 3 to 7 o'clock, rain or shine, and, put a raincoat. If it rains, bring an umbrella.
Bring an umbrella.
This is going to feel good. Should it rain, it actually would feel refreshing.
Yes,
to me.
yes, it would.
After
Yes, it
wearing a
would.
tie and a shirt like this all day.
And how hot it is.
And how hot it is. It'll be fun. You can say you were at the first festival.
The very first French Canadian festival.
Go to church, and when you get out, come on over.
Absolutely.
How about
Please,
if anybody
come on.
wants to reach out? Maybe if somebody wants to sponsor you and say, you know what, I got $25 I want to give to the cause. Maybe I can't make it. I'd like to contribute.
A couple of ways you can find me. One is on the Leominster French Canadian Festival Facebook page, and you'll have the right page. You'll see Featherstone there holding the flags. And also, you can reach me out through my email, which is boltonje364@gmail.com. So it's boltonje364@gmail.com.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
It's a lot of work,
fun.
but I know you're passionate, excited about it. And, I mean, this is sort of like when they have the Christmas in Arcadia, only outside in the summer,
Yes.
right?
Yes, that's right.
It's such a big event. I love. It's got to be my favorite event to go to. And one year I think I got COVID and I couldn't go, and I was so upset that I couldn't make it. But that's the only one I missed. So as long as I've been doing it, it's just good to see any cultural group get together and people that haven't seen each other in a long time. And you got the music, you got everything. You got the culture, you got it all.
Set. You just come and you have a wonderful time.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you on Saturday.
See you on Saturday, and thank you very much again
let
for
this
all the
baby
help.
roll. All right. We're taking a short break back there, right? And then are we going to do, you guys ready for what's popping? They are. So let's do what's popping, and then I'll update on everybody. We have a little resource, not a guide, but a little brochure here. And it's, people say, I'd like to sponsor or I'd like to support local independent businesses. And here it is. You can get them at City Hall. It's also on our Facebook page, What's Happening in Leominster. It's also on our website, leominster-ma.gov. But you'd be surprised how many little independent stores there are in town, whether it be flower shops or City Music or Buzz and Thrive or Out on the Rocks or Cutiques or, Habitat Humanities Restore, Go Farm, Next on West, Pasta Land. All these are independent, small mom and pop businesses. And descent divers, I don't know. When I was younger, I wanted to go diving. Now I kind of want to stay on shore. But there are a lot of people that are interested in diving. We've never had a place around that you can actually go to. You not only take the lessons from here, where they hook you up, but they also do all the training, and they have all the supplies, and they fill the air tanks for you. And House of Beauty Supply, High Country Workwear, which is one store. High Country Workwear is one of the only stores like itself around, where you buy construction stuff and raincoats and everything you can, fabrics and things. We East Coast Liquidation, Dragon's Lair. It just goes on and on. We've got like 4 pages of independent businesses. You can pick this up at City Hall. We'll be right back because You're going to find out what's poppin'. Summer Stroll 2024. What a nice day. Did you get my red truck in there? The old beat up farmer's truck? I didn't see it in there, but I wasn't really watching the whole thing. I was kind of paying attention to other things. Hey, do we have a call waiting? All right, let's take it. Call, welcome to the show.
Hi, Dino.
Hey, only Crystal would hang on for like 20 minutes. Thank you for hanging on there, Crystal.
No worries. I'm excited for Saturday.
Yes, we're right up in your neighborhood. You can walk here.
Yes, I will.
You can walk here, move your arms for total vascular circulation, and right around the corner. You don't need a taxi, you don't need a bus, anything. You just walk on down.
Yep, so work was good this week.
Yeah, good. I was looking, I had change, and I was looking for the donation box, and it's up front, but all it says is community something. It doesn't say Make-A-Wish on it. So maybe they just moved it to wash the floor or something, but I couldn't find it. It was over by the coins, and I couldn't find it.
So it was National Soda with Ice Cream Day, so we had root beer floats today.
That's right. It's National Ice Cream Float Day.
Yep, so they did root beer instead.
Yeah. Okay. Root beer's fine. You can mix it with mix it with Sprite. Okay. Talk to you later. You can mix it with Sprite.
I would do sherbet.
Sherbet. Ooh, that's good stuff.
Or you can do.
How about what's poppin'? Yeah. You guys ready back there? All right. Thumbs up. We're ready to go. We need music. Do we have a music thing? Next week, we've got to come up with music. We need some what's poppin' music.
Sting? You need a music sting?
Well, you can't use somebody else's music, but maybe you can.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's unclassified or non-copywritten music. All right. What's poppin'? A Leominster TV residential Gen Z. That's them back there, right? The tea of the week. Here's what's happening June 17th. Taylor Swift's Tortured Poets. I don't know. Come on, tortured. Listen, every kid could say they went through that kind of stuff growing up, right? Is that what makes them identify with this?
So her ex-fiance was part of a actors chat group, and the title of the chat group was Tortured Poet.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't. Okay. As 8 straight week at #1 song, I give it a. Is it a #1 song?
Album.
It is, but I don't know if it's that quality. But she's got such a big following. They said in one of the countries that she's performing, they already warned everybody to stay off the streets. Last time there was like a 3-hour backup. So she is responsible single-handedly for helping to stimulate the whole economy in certain parts of the country. All right, June 18th, this just happened. Inside Out 2 broke Hollywood's box office curse with Near at 155. Do you know Jimi Hendrix performed this huge concert in California? You know how much he got paid?
No.
$130,000.
What year was that? Was that
That was
like
a long time ago, but I'm just saying now they wouldn't even think about it. On the 19th, Queen catalog to be acquired by Sony Music for $1 billion. I don't know. I mean, people still listening to Queen?
Yeah. They're still touring.
They're out there?
Yeah. Adam Lambert from American Idol is now the lead singer.
Wow. They're still out there, though. Is there like one person left for Queen?
Two.
Two people alive? And then today, Simone Biles head for 2024 Olympics in Netflix documentary. And boy, has that been a bit of a controversy, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of chat about the Olympics and how it ties into, let's check with the Zers. Are you going to watch any part of the Olympics? You are. Are you?
Yeah.
I am. I'm kind of excited. Now, I probably won't watch it while it's on, but they don't tape it. They only do certain things. Like the opening ceremonies, that's live, right?
Yes.
All right. But a lot of things they tape, so I can just catch it on YouTube.
Yeah. Also Peacock, and if you have
they're breaking
Comcast,
it up. Yeah.
You'll be able to find it on
Nobody has
demand.
it exclusive, so they're going to be breaking it up. Some people will play it later. But
Yeah.
I don't know why this year I'm excited for the Olympics. Maybe because I haven't engaged or watched or really been in touch with the Olympics for a lot of years.
Yeah.
So now I'm excited about the Olympics. All right. So that's today. So that's big time. Fun fact, social media has become the go-to method to becoming a chef influencer. There are some people trying to be influencers. They need to get the memo. You know, hey, listen, thanks for trying. You know, it was nice, and I hope your relatives like this, but there are too many people trying to be influencers. Food is okay.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people get to try it. And, you know, the other thing is that TikTok, isn't it really TikTok that's driving a lot of this? Although YouTube now YouTube's catching up, you think? All right. When watching cooking videos, Gen Zers favor TikTok. See, that's what I just said, while millennials prefer YouTube.
I prefer YouTube.
I don't mind. I don't. Other than the fact that the fear of the Chinese are keeping tab on us, and so is everybody else. But the TikTok thing is like an attention deficit disorder kind of thing. I mean, you just get gobbled up on it. It's how long can it run for?
It can be anywhere from a couple of seconds to like 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah. And then it's over, right? Generation Zers back there. YouTube, how long does it last? You can do up to 3 minutes or 2 minutes or something. There's not YouTube. TikTok.
It's 2 minutes.
There's a limit.
Yeah.
You can't do anything over a certain amount of time. So that just gets you caught up because you keep watching more and more, and before long, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're still sucked in. But so millennials prefer it, and also I think TikTokers know that their parents are watching on YouTube, so they just like, yeah, we're out of here. In recent years, is it recreation?
Recreation.
Well, the recreation of fictional food from television shows and movies has popularized. There's 1 million shows on now for food. Anything you want. All right. So here we go. Today's menu. Ted Lasso's shortbread biscuits.
Yep, we have. So these are all from TV shows, and I made them myself for you.
You did?
Yeah.
All right. So I take it that's the shortbread?
Yep, that's the shortbread from Ted Lasso.
All right. I do like ends. So do I have to dip it in something over there? No. Okay.
Nope.
This is shortbread.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to eat the end because I like the end. Good.
So next up we have from King of the Hill.
A lot of sugar.
That's shortbread.
A lot of butter.
There's 3 ingredients in shortbread. It's flour, butter, and sugar.
I like it. It's good.
So
I like I like anything that's crispy.
Yeah.
Or burnt. So that's why I ate the end.
Yep. So you'll like these cookies next from King of the Hill. So each of these, me and I talked about different shows.
That's really good, the shortbread.
So Ted Lasso is big for all the generations.
Can we see the chart?
Let's bring that chart back up.
That shortbread's good.
So King of the Hill, Ted Lasso, and Bob's Burgers. Ted Lasso, baby boomers, millennials,
Right.
Gen X and Gen Z all like Ted Lasso.
Right.
Gen X and millennials are King of the Hill. So we have these Bobby Hill double butter.
Are those right here?
Yep.
Chocolate chip or something?
Double butter chocolate chip cookies.
See? I like the crunch.
And it's like a Tate's. So it gets burnt on the ends and it thins out because you double the butter and you whip the eggs.
Oh, that's good.
Now this one is going to be the messiest one. So Bob's Burgers. Have you ever seen Bob's Burgers? Mm-hmm. Their neighbor Teddy made a creme brulee out of s'mores. So
Oh my God.
it's a chocolate ganache with a graham cracker crust on the bottom.
Oh, my
and
word.
Marshmallow.
Is this healthy?
No.
Is this in the diet there? What's the other one there? What diet is that?
The keto diet. That's not keto.
That's good. That is insane. This should be allowed.
Oh yeah.
That is good. And you made this?
Yep, I made all three of them.
And you give you the recipe on, or can you? So cooking is a visual thing. If you could show somebody and give them the ingredients, but show them how this all goes together, that's the key.
So
I'm getting a graham cracker at the bottom.
I basically made up most of these. Mm-hmm. They said what the ingredients were in the shows. So for the double butter cookies, you take a regular chocolate chip cookie recipe and you just double the butter. English shortbread is really easy, but his secret ingredient was vanilla extract, so that's what I put in there.
This is. Have you guys tried this?
Not yet. You were going to be the first one.
Do
to
they
try
have
it.
some to try?
There is an entire sheet, like almost a sheet cake,
Right
in
here?
the refrigerator.
This is good.
It's in the refrigerator, so they'll try it after the show.
This is really good. I'm telling you. Is this easy to make right here, or is this kind of?
It's actually
Look at that.
the easiest and most time consuming because you need to pay attention to the clock if you're going to use the broiler. That's how you creme brulee the top of the marshmallow. So if you're not paying attention, I had to make it twice because the marshmallow burnt the first time.
No, but even a little crispy marshmallow.
No, this
might be
was
good.
like charcoal. So yeah.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Basically, people are creating their meals from TV shows.
Watch this, you guys. Look at it. You take the cookie. This is what you really call. Wow. I bet you I came up with a new, because I mixed them. That's good.
Have you seen Ted Lasso?
Mm-hmm. Tell them I made up a new recipe. I combined two.
Yeah. I mean, if you put all three in there, you could use the shortbread as like a spoon.
You also might have a diabetic reaction.
Yeah.
So Generation Z, what happened? I thought they were worried about health and...
That's Gen Z. I'm a millennial.
Right, but Gen Z likes some of this stuff, right? They listen to Ted Lasso.
I'll say that the shortbread is the healthiest of the three.
Right. All right, so what else? Do we have any other slides?
Yep. Word of the week.
Salty. Is that describing a person's like attitude? They're a little salty? No?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You got it.
All right. Commonly used to describe somebody who has a behavior expressing in a resentful, bitter, or irritated manner. Thank you. I'm in touch with Generation Z.
You sure are.
You guys can't mess with me back there. Because I know what's going on. I'm hip to the scene. I know what's going on. You can't fool me. Salty. A little salty. Well, that was good. This stuff is like really good.
Yeah.
All of it. Well, thank you for making that. That was good. Wait till you guys try some. All right, let's see. 978-534-1626. That's our phone number. Shoreland Farms. I want to talk about being on top of things. 2001, we purchased Shoreland Farms. And ever since then, they've been a 501(c)(3), and it's we've got a couple workers up there that are paid on the payroll, but everybody else is a volunteer. So they can use contributions, they could use volunteers, but they put out their entire sort of list of events that are happening, starting with you pick raspberries and blueberries coming up in July and September, through September, and then peaches are coming up in August through October, and everything right here. They try to predict it the best they can, but City Hall, we have these. We also have the new North Central Massachusetts Chamber Johnny Appleseed Tourism Guide for the fall and winter. So things are happening, as they say. It's a big thing. All right, 4:53 here, and let's do some slides. French Canadian Festival coming up on Sunday, June 22nd, 3 to 7 o'clock. I have my official T-shirt. Yeah, let's do some slides. I'll eat Ted Lasso's cookies. You guys will do slides. Okay, these are our updated numbers. In Massachusetts, in the last 7 days, 698 people tested positive. Right here in Leominster, if you look down below, we're at 6 right now, 5 deaths, 1 is too many. It's American Eagle Day, National Hike with a Geek Day. How come you guys looked at me? It's National Hike with a Geek Day. That's not nice. National Ice Cream Soda Day. You know what an ice cream soda is? Okay. National Vanilla Milkshake Day. You know what a milkshake is? Do you? I don't know. I'm just asking. It's National Yard Games Day. What's the biggest yard game right now? Isn't it, what do you call it? Yeah. Bunhole, or what is it called? Cornhole? That's the one. Yeah. Anyway, it's National Yard Games Day. And summer solstice, that means today is the longest day of the year. Right? They don't know. Generation Z says, we don't even start our nighttime, socializing until 11 o'clock at night. So we don't know. What do you mean it's the longest day of the year? And that means that the sun came out about 4 o'clock this morning, and it'll get dark around 10 at night tonight. All right, 1963, the Beatles form an LTD, Beatles LTD, to handle their income. 1969, 210, Newport's 69, the largest ever pop concert in Northbridge, California. Jimi Hendrix got $120,000 to appear. No professional musician today would even consider getting up to get their own glass of water for $120,000, right? And Jimi Hendrix was a cool dude. A little off the reservation, but 1975, Jaws. Did you guys ever hear of Jaws? Jaws 1, 2, 3, 10, 20. Well, it came out in 1975. And we're still watching it. 40, 50 years later, we're still watching it. 1979, President Jimmy Carter unveils 32 solar panels installed on the roof of the White House. And guess what? The person that replaced them took them all down. Louis here. Louis. And let's see, 1988, Price is Right, model Janice Pennington is knocked out by TV camera. In 2020, the highest ever temperature recorded in the Arctic Circle, 38 Celsius, 100 Fahrenheit in Siberia. Louis, come on over. We got Louis here today. Hi, Louis. Hi.
Oh, you want to sit on this?
Louis wants to be our guest. Be our guest. Louis. Hi, Louis. Oh, he wants to come see me is what it is. Hi, Tara. Hi, Louis. Want to come up? Can he come up?
Yeah.
Mr. Louis? Louis, come on up.
He's got goop in his ear.
You got goop in your ear.
Come here, Will.
Come on, Louis. Oh, what a good boy. What a good boy, Louis. Huh? What a good boy. Say hello to everybody. Huh? What a good boy. Louis is named after Louis Charpentier. Oh, wow. Yes, he was. He was named after Louis Charpentier. And he usually has a bow tie on.
I have a red, white,
Oh, you have one?
but he's got an ear infection, so you should.
Oh, he did have an ear infection, huh? We just took him from Tara took him from the the veterinarian. Just 4 minutes left. You're trying to interrupt Louis' debut here. He's a baby boomer. No, he's actually a little bit Gen Z because he likes freedom. Not a good boy. Huh?
We saw food on the show.
I know.
We had to stop by.
We got food on the show. He can't eat this stuff. Say hi to Ida. Say hi to Ida. Say hi to Marco. They're watching television. All right. Nice. Hey, he's got a haircut, Louis.
I know.
So what did they say about his ear?
So it's just
A little infection?
very, very
All right.
mild,
Because it's
very
tough to
mild.
watch when they're not feeling good. And he kept rubbing his ear and stuff like that. Okay, let's go because we only got 2 minutes left. Pictures of the week. What?
He lost 6 pounds.
He lost 6 pounds. Come on, standing ovation for Louis. That's a big deal. Louis was packing on the pounds lately. I don't know what's going on. All right, pictures of the week. Here we are, storm drain replacement on Tisdale Street by our own DPW. They do great work. They can compete with any private contractor, and that's why we let them do the work. There we are on Austin Street doing some more sewer work in the city, and they're ready for the Pink Flamingo. You know what? It's such a big, if you look on Facebook, there's so many like flamingo sites. Everybody gets jealous when we start talking about the fact that Leominster is clearly the flamingo city, but we're the ones that declared the national, we did the first declaration of the National Pink Flamingo Day. Yeah. And Health Department is moving back in. They've been out of their offices since September 11th. They had to rip out everything, including the floors, all the way down to the dirt. Everything has been fixed. They moved back in today. Chamber of Commerce donation to our facade program. Right there, we got a big $12,000. Thank you. That's going to really help one of the businesses in town. So we thank them, our partners at the Chamber of Commerce. And our newly paved parking lot at Doyle Field, we'll get that some stripes in there. And remember, we're bringing back the Whalen Park festival over there. Another successful hazardous waste day. Look at all the people waiting in line. And don't forget this is the hidden secret. Right downtown in front of Caldwell Bank is, you push the button, it's like a private park down there for you. Yeah, hardly anybody knows. But you get your own little park there. There's some benches to sit and have fun. And Congressman McGovern visits our FEMA Center. FEMA's there until July 15th. So if you have any questions, stop down and see them. They're there Monday through Saturday, 9 to 7. Firefighter Memorial, great attendance. It was a nice event. And Leominster sped Best Buddies Walk, and we were there to help them. They did a great job. Thank you to them. And then we strolled. Yes, we did. Stroll through the stroll. Another successful event. And congratulations to Wendy Weeks and the DPW for their awards this week for work on flood. So the DPW and Wendy Weeks got an award. And there's years of dedication to Leominster Fire Department. John McCone on the left, Manny Longo, and Fire Chief Sid Lowe. All right, we're out of time here at Inside Leominster. Thank you for watching. Good night. God bless you. Remember, the world is run by those who show up. You got to show up. Good night.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by DeCarolis Insurance Agency Incorporated, DeCarolisinsuranceagency.com, and by Enterprise Bank. Enterprise Bank, create success, enterprisebanking.com.
This is LTV.